So
Yes.
you said that you were dying to tell me who that woman was.
So,
But do you need a minute to
uh,
before you get into it? Do you want to just like I don't know, you blow your
sure.
nose or
Thank
anything
you.
else you
Yes.
want to do? You know what I mean? Like, no, I want you to get
Yes,
comfy, mate,
I'll
because
do
you're
that.
still like recovering from that.
Yeah.
No, but maybe you want to leave it in, maybe you don't want to
No,
leave it in.
it's
So we
it's
can just
fine. I can talk about it. No, there's not a lot of movies and TV shows or anything that do this to me, but
no. What I was trying to say is we don't have to talk about it on camera. We can still talk. You can still record, but then if you want to include it, you'll include it. If you don't feel like including it,
yeah,
so
of course.
I thought maybe you wanted to just blow your nose or go for a wee or
I'm
whatever you want to
fine.
do. If possible, it is gonna be obviously looking at spoiler territory. At this point, I just have to accept that there'll be some things that will be spoiled. But in order for me to follow my journey through WoW and some of the lore, I'm gonna need things spoiled at some point, but not
That's
like
okay.
massive spoilers, of course. So if you know at what level you want to spoil me at, then that's fine. But I trust you to just spoil me or whatever you want to do. So the first person we'll bring up is, you said, the woman who was saying about the light comes dark, dark comes light, whatever. You said I was dying to tell you who that is, but you said that if she's never brought up in the movie or explained, then you would like to do that. So go for it.
Yeah, so they didn't really tell you her name. In essence, that's Medivh's mom, and her name is
Mm.
Egwene, and she was one of the most powerful guardians and archmages essentially that's ever been. And what happened was when she was hunting a demon, without too many spoilers, because I do want to listen to this audiobook with you. So what I know from the book. I don't know from the game. So I don't know which part of the game tells you this, to be honest with you.
Hmm. Okay.
But in essence, she was fighting a demon, and during that, she got cursed. But she was pregnant during that time when she was fighting the demon, and when she was cursed by the well cursed. She got, let's say, afflicted, affected, cursed, poisoned, whatever you want to call it. She was pregnant while that was happening, and she was pregnant with Medivh. So Medivh had a part of this demon essentially inside of him in a way, because a part of his soul or whatever, it kind of reflected off her, kind of like with Harry Potter and with Horcruxes, if you want to, like, I don't know if you can see it that way. So she basically carried it with her unknowingly, and he also wasn't aware of this. So basically, this demon was dormant in a way, and over time, it was like gathering strength. And at some point, like, do you know how they told him, like, "Oh, where were you for the past like 6 years or whatever?" In essence, it would make him do things that he wouldn't even remember. He would be gone for a long period of time, or he would, they would say he's asleep or whatever. Nobody would know where he is, but in essence, he was possessed in a way. And having the guardian of the entire realm be possessed, obviously, it's bad news. So nobody really knew about this, which is pretty much how the shit show even happened in the first place. Now, if I remembered how she ended up in the box, I would have told you, but I don't actually remember. I know that she's there. She's not alive per se, but her like spirit or essence or something lives in that thing, and that's probably how she was preserving herself, or like that last remnant of herself. And then when shit has hit the fan, she basically opened the box and she's like, "You, help them."
So was she infected with infected with like fell, or was it something else? Because
Well, she
she
was
obviously had this like
she was
she
yes, I
also
think it was Fel, yeah. So,
because
sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
because she had this like green around her eyes, so that it looked like she was like half infected with like fell or something, which also would explain the reason why Medivh would already have this already infected like fell inside him, would it not?
Well, yes, people call it Fel, but it's essentially what it is
Infection.
demon blood. I
Mm.
mean, so when
Demon
she was
blood, yeah.
fighting the demon, like when she beat the demon, basically in that battle, she got herself like infected by this foul magic, because foul magic courses through all of the demons from the Burning Legion, essentially, and from like the demonic world. So that is their blood, that is their essence, and that's why it's so foreign and unfamiliar to pretty much everyone else, and it acts like poison or something that makes you strong, but at the same time poisons you. So yeah.
So I also was going to ask a couple of questions here. So, um, with Gul'dan, is there any reason why he has this power of Fel? Like, how does he have this demon blood? Is that for another story for another time? Is that
Uh,
because obviously we know that he's the one spreading the Fel around and blah 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 blah. But how did he become that? Who's an orc
Well,
essentially?
we can do this right now, or we can do it later. But I think that it would be best for you to see a short movie, which is like 10 minutes long.
Okay.
World of Warcraft has a series. It's called like the Harbingers. So basically, what they have is a team of very talented artists who created some of these stories about these very, very important characters, and they told a story through essentially a movie cinematic, and it's beautiful and gorgeous. And that's, if you remember that one night when I wanted to watch some of these videos with you, I wanted to watch that one about essentially about
Mhm.
Gul'dan and about Khadgar, because they both have their own like little movie. But in essence, what happened was the short story of
Well,
Gul'dan is like,
well,
no spoiler, yeah.
I was going to say, well, don't spoil it then if we're going to watch that then.
I won't, but in essence, this is something that I already said in the
Mm.
movie. Gul'dan was somewhat rejected by his clan. So he wasn't a normal orc when he was born. He was very weak, and he was not. He wasn't a warrior at all, and he never had these skills. He never had this power that like orcs normally do. So he was in a way seen like a cripple. So
Mm.
everything that he did, his search for power and everything, was basically him trying to validate himself and trying to,
Mm.
you know, essentially recover from basically years of being bullied by his own clan
Young
and not
clan,
being
yeah.
accepted. Yeah.
So he decided to take on the power of learning how to be a mage, rather than becoming a warrior, essentially, because he was too crippled or whatever.
Yeah.
So again, I have to ask, unless that's explained later in the video. So how did he get this fell then, or
It
is
is
that for another?
explained.
That's fine.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about that later. Another thing is, Medivh, when he was in his like final form, whatever you want to call it, when he was like walking with his spikes on him and all this, when he was walking through the pool. To me, this looks like someone I've seen, probably maybe a poster boy or something of one of the expansions. It kind of looked like a bit like a Leech King or something at some
No.
point or something. Yeah, but he looked like this. He looked very iconic, like an undead mage at one point. He looked a bit like.
This particular demon that he turned into, I don't know this 100% for sure. Someone, if we end up publishing this and if someone's watching this, someone will tell me exactly what the demon's name is, because someone out there knows. But I do think
Of
that that
course.
is the essence of that demon, essentially, who cursed Egwin. I think he preserved like a part of himself or something. So I
Oh,
think
that's
that that
kind of
was,
cool. Mm.
yeah. So I think that that's what happened, but I don't know for sure, because it's been like, I don't know, probably like 7 years since I last listened to that book,
Sure.
where the battle, where Egwin's battle against that demon was explained, and it's a really powerful book.
Did you say it was called Igwin
Egwin, yeah,
or Egwin?
yeah, that's her name.
And so, for my own closure, a little bit here. So what happened to Gorona? I think her name is.
Well, that's the part of the lore that I haven't gotten to yet, because
Ah,
I'm going through audiobooks and I haven't listened to that
yeah.
one yet. And in a way, I was kind of dying to see the second movie, and I was prolonging me going through these books, hoping that I would get to see the movie and not know in advance what
Hmm.
happens. But you know, unfortunately, the second part of the movie never really happened, and I still have a ton of these books to listen to. I know the early history, but I don't exactly know what happens to her.
And so what about Goel as well? Like you said that I will meet them, but is
Do you want to
this?
know?
Well, I don't know. I mean, do I need to know? I mean, did I have to go with what you tell me?
He okay. So if you after this, if you decide to
Oh, so
want
it's a he.
spoilers, well, he yeah, it's a
I didn't
male.
know.
Yeah, yeah,
I didn't
it's a
know. Yeah,
male.
yeah.
It's a son. Well, he said my son, so
Oh,
it
okay,
didn't, yeah,
okay,
didn't
yeah.
spoil it. So if after what I say you decide to want spoilers, then I will tell you. But essentially, he grew up, and he is now known under a different name. So
Oh,
he has
that's why I
a
didn't know the name go well. Okay.
yes, yes. He
And
has
so will I
a
know the name that he goes by under now?
you might.
Okay. Tell me the name.
Thrall. He is the Horde shaman. He is, well, a Horde chieftain essentially. So right now he is one of the most important characters in the Horde, and he is
Hmm.
essentially a shaman. And the way I met Thrall was through Hearthstone, because I started playing Hearthstone first and then World of
Ah,
Warcraft. So
I see.
Thrall is the base skin for a shaman in Hearthstone. So he is the first
Hmm.
shaman that you meet, and I was maining a shaman. So when I met him first, I was like, "Hey, who's that?" You know, and
And so, and so we don't know what happened to Ogrim? I'm
that's
assuming
also
he went off and founded Orgrimmar. I'm assuming that would be like the logic behind it. But like, is he some like? I mean,
well,
I
yeah,
don't know how.
he's
I'm
found.
bearing in mind, I don't know how many years forward we are now. So, because you said this is like a long time before, and you said, "Oh, this you'll be, obviously you'll understand why." Some of these people you want, but so I'm like there thinking, I don't know how long an orc lives for, so I'm there thinking like, is Orgrimmar, or Orgrim ran by Orgrimmar, and there's like he's some old chieftain who runs that
We're
place.
about, I would say, between 50 and 70 years in the future
All right.
from
So
this moment.
not a great deal. Technically, they could still be alive. I mean, obviously, Orgrimmar looks a bit old, but not me thinking of googling it. I'm not gonna lie.
Are you getting
It's fine.
interested in the lore?
I am. I am. Yeah.
It's consuming, isn't it?
And what else was I gonna say to you? And so with I'm gonna call him Anduin, but Lothar, I guess. So do we know any more? What happened there? Do we meet him in game, or you said this is like 70 years before, so he'd technically be an old man now?
Yeah,
Is he
no,
dead? Like,
we don't meet him. I don't know much about him, to be honest with you. I don't know if any of these were made up as movie characters. I don't think
yeah, that's
so.
what I was
Yeah,
wondering.
but yeah, but
That
most of
was
them
also what I
are.
was wondering. Like, if there were some dedicated characters just made for the movie to fill in the gaps of lore, or how from a WoW player, like how rich with actual, like how authentic is this to the series of the games? That's what I don't know.
I actually I wouldn't know. I would have to do a little bit more research, because there's a cutoff point for me where I don't know the lore anymore. Like in the
Mm.
future, like I know the old story, but like these newer events and such that happened before I kind of started playing. It's a so in essence, when I started playing in the expansion that technically had us well, I guess I'm gonna spoil this. Time travel a bit. So the first expansion that I started playing is called the Warlords of Draenor, and
Oh, yeah.
basically a Draenor is the previous version of the orc of Hellfire Peninsula, of like those entire of that entire Outland. Outland is the name of the
So
world.
so it's
So we
before it
traveled,
happened.
yes, we essentially traveled back in
Oh,
time,
that's
and we
cool.
saw the uncorrupted version
Yeah, that's
of,
really
yeah. So
cool.
we're gonna go there. But
Yeah.
Draenor is
Ah,
not a particularly beloved expansion, but for the lore purposes, I think it's wonderful
yeah.
that you get to kind of travel in back in time and
And
go
see
and
what the world was before. I love that kind of thing.
yeah,
I'm a big fan of that, don't you? So,
yeah.
like how we were talking about when we were in the first zone that we did the full quest in, the something shore. Via, help me out here. I just described everything to you.
The first
You just tell
zone,
me the name. Yeah, we just yeah, yeah.
Darnassus or
No, no,
Darkshore.
no. Dark Shore,
Dark Shore.
thank you.
Okay.
So we did all Dark Shore, and you were telling me how all this like these trees were before that it was getting corrupt and stuff that we never get to see. Oh, because I mentioned before the cataclysm. I said, oh, do we ever get to see what happened before the cataclysm? And you said no, and I said, oh, I really love, and I said this in the series probably, that I really loved seeing what the zones were like before. Yes, it means that there's going to be some sort of form of time travel in a game where you can go to the past or go to the future and see what the things were like and compare the differences. I love that stuff. Which is
Yeah.
kind of which I know this is sidetracking a little bit, but this is kind of the reason why people get obsessed with looking at FF14 1.0, because you can see what the zones were before to what the zones are in like A Realm
Yeah.
Reborn onwards. So it's just that comparison of the before and after. There's something that fascinates me about seeing before and after. Oh yeah, yeah. Anyway,
You know what's really cool is that once we go to Draenor, if you go through Outland, which is where we are now in the Burning Crusade, you will be able to tell exactly which zone is which in Draenor, essentially, because the
Ah,
continents are going to be the same. They're just going to look different, and you'll have a picture of how it was,
that's really
how
cool.
it
I
is
look forward
now,
to that.
and how it was before. So you can pay attention to the environment and be like, oh, now here's essentially something else. And
Oh,
I
I look
think
forward to that.
that's a bit exciting. Yeah, something to look forward to, maybe.
So another question is, with Medivh, obviously I could see towards the end he was still alive.
Yes, but then no longer. He did die.
Um, did he?
I mean, he.
Uh,
It's never like, yeah, like with mages, it's a valid question because you never really know, like until
no, it's not just that, because he was laying there and still talking, wasn't he? And then,
But then he got shut down, so he is presumably
I
dead.
guess I guess he is dead then.
Yeah.
But we know he's not dead, and we know he's not
D-
dead for. We know he's not dead because you said that we're gonna go to a dungeon and
Well,
essentially.
no, that's different because you can still go to his house. You can still go to Karazhan,
Oh, you don't fight
but
him or anything like that. Then you weren't
I
saying that we're gonna fight
can't
him or something.
tell you. No, I didn't say that, but I also
Okay.
can't tell you what happens because we're gonna go there, and I don't want to
Yeah.
spoil you everything. So I'm
But
really
we do get,
trying.
but we do get to go to that. I'm gonna call it a castle, but we do get to go to that like a base. And are we gonna see the room of pool of whatever, like the where we just saw in the movie? You know, this room with the pool in it. Is that something we're gonna see?
Karazhan is well,
Oh,
no,
Karazhan,
not
that's it. Yeah.
really. Karazhan is built in a very complicated way. So it's essentially a gigantic castle, and
Yeah.
you have to know the roads, and this is a whole thing. So
Ah, I see.
yeah.
So is Karazhan what we would class as a zone?
A
Because it's that big.
Karazhan is a raid, and it is also a
Oh.
dungeon. But that whole zone has a different name. Like, I don't want to spoil you exactly everything. It's
Oh,
close to
okay.
Stormwind,
Okay.
not super close to Stormwind, but you can fly there comfortably on a mount. It'll take you like a few minutes of real
So
time.
it's all right. So it's really close. Okay.
Yeah.
And this black, I'm going to call it Black Rock. I just don't know if that's the name of the zone. Where is that located? Are all the zones that we saw, zones today we saw in the movie, are they all in the base World of Warcraft?
Yes.
As in, like, I could go there in the base of World of Warcraft,
Yes.
and none of them are like, oh, you have to wait for
No, you can
Warlords of
go.
Draenor. Ah, okay. That's cool. So where's Black Rock located then? And does it have any significance to that battlefield? Because Black Rock was basically just a battlefield, if you think about it, wasn't it? There
Uh,
was nothing else there. There was just that battle went on where the sun died and all this. That's all that happened there, really. There was nothing there. Just tall mountains where Medivh was at the top and casting his spells and stuff, wasn't he? So is there any significance for us there? Or
Well, yes, but there's a different story going on there in that region. So
oh,
there's
okay,
something else that happens there. It's
unrelated
not,
to that.
yeah, it's not. It is in the
Uh,
Eastern Kingdom, so it's not like next to Stormwind, but it is. It is a bit of a. It is in the region, but not in like the not like right next to it. So you also have to fly there, but you can go there, and there are some raids there. that
Maybe we could do
happened.
like a maybe we could just do like a quick 20-minute video sometime or half an hour video of you just flying around on mountains and showing me and going, these are the zones. Because if we're flying, we're not going to get aggro, but you can take me through
Yeah.
these zones. And also, I'm uncovering the map a little bit and I get to see the world. And you could be like, oh, over here is. I know we can't go to every exact location that the movie did and all that. But you could be like, oh, this is Black Rocks and this is where the battle in the World of Warcraft movie took place. So it would be you escorting me around the game or the world where you're like, well, these are the locations from the movie that we saw, and this is you remember this scene, and this is where not exactly,
Do you
but
want to
like the
go
plot.
now?
Yeah.
Sure, let's go.
All right. Do you want to keep the recording going, or
Yeah, sure, why not?
okay, or did you want to end it and make a separate video from it
No, no. So I actually have forgotten how to get from here directly to Stormwind. So we were just gonna fly back through the
through the
portal,
portal?
which I think
Okay.
is a good idea actually, because
Yeah, me
these
too.
blasted lands are essentially the lands that we've seen in the movie before we went through the portal. So this, technically, the road that we're about to be on when we turn right, this is gonna be the road that is essentially built out of Draenei bones, and
Oh yeah, you
Draenei,
said that.
yeah, are those people
Yeah.
who were in the cages who Gul'dan essentially used as a force, like a life force, to power the portal on his end. So basically, the
Is that
demon.
this?
So what happened was demon within Medivh and Gul'dan were working together. So Medivh was opening the portal on our end, and Gul'dan was opening the portal on their end, and that was the only way, essentially, to do it, to have enough energy to do it. So these are the fell soldiers. So this is the road made of bones. As you can see, there's many bones, and these
Mhm.
fell soldiers are there, just kind of.
Patrolling.
The road is,
V
yeah.
V.
Are
What
you,
is the Gateway Shadraz and Gateway Merkith? Are they any significant in
I
lore?
wouldn't know actually. Maybe
Oh,
it's an
okay.
in-game thing. I have
Oh
no
my
idea.
god, the Pit Commander. I'm gonna fly way
Yeah,
over that.
don't.
Oh,
Let's
and
not
it's
aggro him.
glowing in Fell. Do you see it glowing in Fell?
Yep.
Not me knowing that what Fell is now. I'm just being excited that I actually know what Fell is.
I think I'd like to bet that if we walk through this portal, that we'll be in the Blasted Lands. Let's
Shall we
try.
get off and walk?
Yeah, sure. Let's walk through the portal. I don't know if it does
What's
anything.
around? Are these just
Oh, it
random
doesn't do
people?
anything. Oh, I thought it would. I thought it might.
Oh, you have to
That's
fly
not the
through it.
way. No, no, you don't. You can't do shit because it doesn't
Oh,
work
you
like
can't.
that. Because we have.
Oh, you can't fly in the portal.
No, we
Oh.
have to go through these. These are portals to Stormwind, so they don't work
Oh,
like
okay.
that, unfortunately.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's
So
okay. That's all
yeah,
right. No
it's
worries.
actually kind of fine to start in Stormwind.
Mine's gonna be a load screen a bit longer than yours, so just have to
That's
be a little bit
okay.
patient.
That's fine.
And remember to I need to ask questions
Of course.
when in between. That's all. So those little portal things, we don't know what they are. I'm guessing it was maybe, I don't know. The on my screen, obviously the load screen that you probably just saw for half a second, are these just models of or artwork of characters I should know?
The load screen from like the
I'm
base.
just gonna share my screen so you can see my load screens. I'm sorry.
I know what you mean, but yeah, since I'm streaming my camera right now from Discord, if you stream another thing,
That's
then
okay.
it
I understand.
no worries.
We're actually to Stormwind. My quest has popped up for the one that we had.
Yeah,
To return to Stormwind.
yeah.
Should I just accept it for now?
Let's if you want to, but I'm not gonna touch any quests right now. It's
No,
up to you.
I can't do anything but accept it. Is what I'm asking.
Oh yeah, sure then that's
Okay.
fine.
Okay. Now where's my moon? Oh, she's running off without me.
Yes,
Okay, there she is.
yes. She's excited to show you around.
So in here is oh. All right. So we're now in Stormwind.
Yep.
We've been
No.
here. Oh, I've only been here once. Or twice technically, but
Yeah.
with you.
Let me just give me a second to see where
Hey, Barons.
it's better to go Westfall, Duskwood. Okay, let's go that way to Deadwind Pass, which is where Karazhan is. I want to show
Um,
you where Medivh's.
Just bear with. I can't even see you.
That's
Where are
okay.
you?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, there you are.
Okay.
You're like, let's go over there. I'm like, I don't know where there is, so I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. I didn't know where you were either, and I got
Yeah.
excited.
If
Let's
you can
go
tell
this
me a
way.
direction to head to, I can head that way.
That's southeast,
Southeast, okay.
maybe. But we can go together, so. So basically, on the map, we are currently in Elwyn Forest, which is where Stormwind is. And we are going directly, we are going through Duskwood, kind of, and then into the Deadwind Pass. So Deadwind Pass...
Can we fly a bit lower so we can...
sorry, yes.
No, it's just so I can actually see things, because otherwise I just see trees.
I was just looking at the map and
That's
explaining.
okay, so I'm going to follow this path. Is that...
Yeah, that's totally
okay?
fine. Yeah, we can follow
Yeah,
the
I'm just
path.
looking around. Cool. So
You
you
do really like Elwyn Forest, don't you?
I just like greenery. I love forests. I love like the design of these
This
buildings.
is Goldshire, by the way.
Goldshire. Yeah. Okay.
And what's really special about Goldshire is that this is the place to RP.
I've heard.
ERP in particular. So Goldshire is kind of very famous for that. So if you ever want a heavy role play in World of Warcraft, you come to Goldshire, to some of the roleplay servers.
And low-key, the music in this area is beautiful. I do
It
love
is,
that as
yeah.
well. Oh god, I'm just riding through trees. Okay, so are we gonna follow this path down here?
Yeah, sure.
Crystal Lake. I don't know. I think this is one of my favorite zones. I would love to. I mean, I don't know if I got aggro, but I'd love to obviously to fly through near like Orgrimmar and stuff. But I don't know if I'll get shot down or something.
Not if we fly high enough, but if we if we get
Doesn't have to
very
be
close
tonight.
to it, yeah, we'll get shot.
Yeah, of course.
We can also always make horde characters and just go there, just quest a little bit.
I think I'd like to do that, especially after the movie, because if anything, like I've actually grown a bit of respect for some of the orcs a little bit. Obviously not
Definitely.
Gul'dan, but certainly like Durotan and stuff
Oh,
like that.
he's not. Well, mini spoiler, but in the future, he's not considered horde.
Who?
Gul'dan.
Yeah, but he's an orc. Right?
Yes, but yeah,
That's what I mean.
but horde doesn't accept him.
Yeah, he's like an outcast.
Yeah.
Which is an awful word to use, but it's true.
I mean,
so we're flying here, and now we're heading to the next zone, which is on the right hand side. We're going east, which is to which zone now would be?
yeah. This is supposed to. We're supposed to be entering. I think that this is going to be not Duskwood, but is it already Redridge? It could be.
Redridge Mountains.
Redridge Mountains, yeah. So
Yeah,
the thing about Gul'dan, without many spoilers, is that he was leader of the Horde, but at some point there was a choice that Gul'dan could have made. So he was hunting for some like artifacts that would make him more powerful and whatnot. But what he essentially did is when the Horde actually needed him, he decided to just fuck off on his own and just go look for his artifacts, and he left a lot of people behind in that attempt. We are kind of going the wrong way. So from Redridge Mountains, yeah, we want to go here. Like we want to go. I was on the road and I got distracted. So we want to go here above these mountains.
Okay.
Yeah, over, and we will
how high do
enter.
you fly?
You can fly quite
Very high.
yeah. These are the Swamp of Sorrows and the Misty Valley. But where we really want to go is there. So we're gonna... we will come back here.
I'm just saying, because you just said there, but I don't know where there is.
This here, if you can see where I am, this is the Deadwind Pass. And this is essentially where Karazhan is. But as you can see, Karazhan looks pretty fucked up. So Karazhan is the big tower in front of us.
Oh, that's Karazhan.
Yes.
So this is where Medivh was casting his and did the golem and stuff from the movie.
Yeah.
That's
his house.
I'm not gonna go inside it, but is that something we do later?
Yes, it's a dungeon and a raid. So within the raid, there's a whole story. And the raid actually tells you a story. So I think it would be
Oh, this
great
is
to,
cool.
yeah, it's like he has his own little like flight masters and such. This is a raid entrance, so
That's the red entrance, the glowy thing, is it?
yes.
I've never seen a red entrance, so I wouldn't know yet. Oh,
Hmm.
cool. That's cool. I'm liking it. I like that. I'm liking that we saw that. That's good.
So there's like a little bit of fell here as well, if you'll notice.
Yeah, down on the ground there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so like you can tell that, something went down here.
Can you
Uh,
go in here? What's in here? Anything? Nothing. Okay.
Not
There's
much.
nothing. I just went inside.
We're
Oh, there's a
we're
bird after me. Oh shit, there's a bird.
oh,
Aggro me.
come here, come here.
I'm fine.
What we're gonna do
Um,
is we're
so
gonna
it's
go
all like
this way.
so it's all like dead and corrupted essentially. Like it's like
Yeah,
literally
because
a
there was a
dead
big.
way.
It was like an atomic bomb essentially on this
Yeah, because
region.
like
Yeah.
because all the trees have obviously lost all of their um the leaves and everything now. And that was from the explosion from
From Khadgar's spell that he used to, well, essentially purify Medivh, but also
right. So Khadgar did that.
yes. This here.
Oh, this is the blasted lands.
This is that's why I call it the
It just
Blasted
popped up
Lands,
on the
because
screen.
this Blasted Lands is the name from our side. So this is where they came through, and this is how the land started to look after
Oh,
they arrived.
Is that the portal straight in front?
Yes, that is the portal on our side. This is where it all
Yeah, on
happened.
our
Yeah.
side, yeah. And that's obviously why we've got all these like well, explosions in the ground. And basically, it's a huge battle zone, right?
Yeah.
Ah, so that is the portal from the movie, essentially, right?
Yes.
Obviously, it doesn't quite look like it, obviously.
Yeah, in the movie, obviously, it looks much more impressive. But here's also where they will give you the starting quest for Warlords of Draenor. And what's interesting is here you can see Khadgar.
Knowledge is power.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's standing right here.
Have I got aggro? I think I might have aggro. Is that?
Yeah, I also ground mounts are not allowed here. Oh, well, what am I gonna? Oh, never mind.
What's not allowed here? Sorry.
Never mind. I'm okay. I'm okay. So
What
these
happened?
nothing. It said ground mounts are not allowed here. And I was like, what? What do you mean?
Oh, okay.
But yeah, this is pretty
Yeah,
much.
So I'm looking for arch. So I'm looking. Alright, I'm just trying to say it. So I'm looking at Archmage Khadgar. There's Thrall.
Yeah, exactly.
Which was remind me. You said Thrall was.
The baby. That's the baby.
Oh, that's the baby.
Yeah.
So, well, a couple of things I'm confused about is that you said that. Oh, it even gives him the title Sons of Lothar. That's pretty cool. You confused me because you said that obviously Thrall was the baby. So I don't know. Let's say that's 20 years. So Lothar. Oh, sorry. So Khadgar must be now 20 years old. So he must be in his 50s. I don't know.
Khadgar is pretty old, but he also this is what they didn't show exactly in the movie. Khadgar also grew old from the spell. So Khadgar, at the age of like what 18 or 19 or whatever, when he cast that spell, according to the lore, he went fully gray. So he's always been gray. I actually don't know why they didn't show that in the movie, but like according to the lore, he should have been white to begin with. Like this, like the way he is right now. Right there.
Thrall looks pretty badass. He's got a huge hammer.
Yep.
That's really cool. In Vindicator Marad, I don't know if I'm supposed to know who that is.
Them, I don't know, to be honest
Or
with you.
Cordana Fellsong, I don't know if I'm meant to know who that is either. Or Lady Liadrin.
Yes, you also wouldn't know them. I'm trying to find more regions that would be of interest to you right now. There
was a handful of zones that were mentioned in.
That's what I'm looking for.
Oh, north of as it says here to Zidormi, travel through time to another point in the Blasted Lands history.
That's the Blasted Lands. That would be the Draenor. This is where you start the quest for Warlords of Draenor, and you go to the previous version of Outland, essentially.
So are we essentially in Orc territory here, or is this?
Yes and no. I mean, yeah, but it's not. It is contested, which means that there are quests for the Alliance as well.
So
So
it's like a
you,
mixture because
yes,
it's never been conquered as one person's territory. Is that right?
yes, and you can.
Right.
Well, if you like go to a certain zone, you'll notice that. Sometimes it'll say like contested. Sometimes it'll say like I don't know if
I
it
went
says
through a portal.
hostile or something. What?
I went through the portal. Oh,
Did you go? I
yeah.
don't think you can. Can you go?
Well, I'm in a load screen. I went
Are
behind
you
the portal
really?
and yeah, I'm in a load screen. Go behind the portal and go drive and then go fly through it. Go
I
behind it.
kind of don't want to because what if that. Because I don't want to be kicked out of my current expansion. This is like breaking the timeline or something. I don't know what happens when you're.
I clicked it and it says Warlords of Draenor on my screen.
That's great. I'm not going there. No, thank you.
Come with me,
I'm
darling, don't
not.
leave
I'm
me.
not going.
No, I'm in a
I'm not
load
going.
screen. I see loads of
Goodbye.
on my screen on the load screen. Oh, you
Yes,
ditching me.
do come
Imagine.
back. You ditched me. You went into
Shadow,
another world to escape
Shadow,
me.
Shadow, Shadow Moon Valley.
Yeah, goodbye. I'm not going there.
Um,
Come back.
this music's gorgeous. And what is that huge moon?
Unbelievable
Okay.
discovering an expansion that I'm gonna take you in like 4 expansions to discover it with me. Now you're
Hey,
on your own there. Are you?
hey! Oh, Jesus.
Yes.
I'm asking, how do I get
I
back?
don't know. Find a person to talk to. Do I have to go? I have to go there now. Okay, fine.
It's fine. Don't worry. I'll
I'm
find my way
coming.
on my own.
I'm
Don't worry
coming.
about
How
it.
did you even go? I went through the portal and nothing happened. Nothing. Oh, there we go.
I think
Okay, okay.
doesn't
I'm
believe
coming.
me.
I'm coming. Okay. So don't
So
look at anything. Spoilers. Spoilers. Don't talk to
I
anyone.
don't know what I'm looking. I'm not talking to anyone. You told me to talk to people, but I'm not. I'm
Come
right here,
here.
V.
Come here.
I don't see. I don't
I'm
see
I'm
a.
right there. I'm right next to
Okay,
you.
okay, all right. I know. I see you. I'm just trying to finish my sentence.
Yes.
I'm just. I'm just trying to say that I went through the portal, but there's not a portal to go back. So, looking at the map, I don't know. Maybe there's a portal
I'll
on the
find it.
map somewhere. Yeah. Well, I'm also looking. I see a Shadow Moon Burial Grounds dungeon. I'm trying
Cause
not to
I
look too much.
really should know. There's an island. Ashrand is no, it's not Ashrand. Is it Ashrand?
I don't
Fucking
know.
hell. Give me a second. There's an island. Uh, fuck me. Wait.
Yeah, stop swearing. I didn't do it on
It's
purpose.
not. No, you're
Gosh,
fine.
mate, give me a break.
Okay, fly with me
Well, that's not
through this
helpful. Where?
right
Which
there,
direction?
right there where you were.
Going that way, like
Y-
the same way I was going. Okay.
Yes, that way
What
where
is
you were.
that gigantic?
Don't touch the fish.
No,
Oh, the moon.
I'm
Oh,
nowhere near it. I'm. Oh my god. The world tonight. I'm just asking.
yes.
I'm in a Tanan channel.
Jungle.
Oh my
Yes.
god, what are those? Supreme Lord Kazakh.
God, he's spoiling himself the entire.
Anyway, no, I was gonna say the moon in the sky. Oh, it's
It
covered
is.
in.
It's quite beautiful, though, isn't it?
It's covered over in the clouds now. Cool.
This is the expansion where I started
What is
playing WoW.
oddly and stupidly nostalgic. Then, I'm not gonna lie. I see the north V, and I'm looking and going cool. And is that fell all over
It
it?
should be, yes.
It should be. Okay, it should be
Yes.
fell. That's a great answer. Which way are we heading now then?
Here, please.
I don't know which way is here.
I'm coming to get you.
I know I'm with
You
you,
just
but
follow.
you can
It's
tell me
east.
Okay, I'm gonna fly east. Just tell me the direction. I'll come and get you.
Northeast. Slight northeast.
Oh, all right, that's fine. Over this mountain here.
And
okay.
I'm really hoping that the portals will be there. Because I have a vague memory of this. This is not for sure.
I just saw the portal. I thought because the other one we couldn't fly in, right? So I was like, oh, I can just see what's behind it. I don't know.
Yep. I was really
I
hoping
don't-
you don't enter like some sort of like a scripted event or something that would kick
No,
you out of the
well, what can I do? I mean, that's
Yeah,
the whole point of an
I just
MMO.
walked in and
What's the-
things started to
that's
happen.
That's the whole point of an MMO is to explore. Oh, can we look down here, V? Oh,
Yes.
it's down here, look. I'm not gonna fly that low.
It's called spoilers.
Crystallized Felspike requires level 40. Oh. I'm still flying the same direction, by the way. Soul Slicer, what the?
The music here is quite nice though.
I know, I know the first time I entered here and you were like, oh, I'm not coming to get you, by the way, which I thought was really sweet. Was I thought, well, this music is gorgeous. This zone's really nice. I know I'm accidentally spoiling myself here, but yeah, mistakes happen. No big deal. If I'm only going to be here once and not for a while, I'm not going to remember every detail.
You'll
though.
come here. You'll come here at some point. Not soon, but at some point, yes.
Is this where the portal is?
No, let's go this
That's
way.
all.
And I don't promise
don't
that
know
this
which
is gonna
this way
work
is.
out.
Tell me which direction.
Just look at it. Just find me on the map and next to you.
I see you, but I need to know which
East.
way I'm going.
East.
East, okay, thank you. Is that all fell over there as well? You know, this green stuff that's floating around here?
Yes, this is around the time I think when everything started going to shit.
Oh, okay. Around the time, what do you mean? Like, you mean timeline-wise?
Yes,
Oh, right.
because it is the past, but also
Is it?
Yeah, this is like the past version of the world before it got destroyed. But I also don't think I finished the story fully, so...
So, which zone would we be in our... or have we not been there yet?
We haven't been there yet. This would be...
So I won't recognize
No, this would be like Netherstorm. Shadow Moon Valley is where the where the Hellfire Peninsula is. On your map.
Sorry, say that again.
On your map, Shadow Moon Valley, which is below us. Or on in the south. That's where the yes.
Oh, I do remember now. And the Tanan jungle, that's where we currently are, aren't we, no? I thought that's where we were. Because and that's why at the bottom of our map, that's where it says there's a jungle, do you remember?
I don't think these things work for us because we haven't done anything in the expansion. I was really hoping that this hold here will have a portal, but
Not be accidentally taking me on a tour around Draenor.
right?
Oh,
Accidentally.
music's cool.
It is, yeah.
Is it feeling
Alright.
nostalgic? Storm Shield.
Definitely nostalgic.
Is it, yeah?
Yeah, so I'm trying to remember if there's a portal here. I will do my best to... we could always Hearthstone and we'll Hearthstone ourselves into...
I can't for another
it's on cooldown
6
6
minutes,
minutes, right. So I am doing my best to find...
It's okay. I'm not obviously looking at... Even when I look around, I have no idea what I'm looking at. So no
Yeah,
worries.
that's fine.
But it is interesting that I'm... you know, in the same, essentially the same world, just a different time.
Yes.
So is there's Nagrand.
The
Nagrand is still the same. Nagrand is still the same name then, isn't it? On the far west. We've never been there. And Ashran, was that?
So I managed to find a portal. Thank God I have a memory of this portal. It takes us to Stormwind. So if you'll find me on the map right here. Okay. Well, I found us a way home, so
That's fine. From Stormwind we can go to, at least we go back to Stormwind because you weren't sure where to go from essentially the portal.
that's pretty much it.
Oh, okay.
That's all the zones that were essentially mentioned or shown in the movie, I think, to my knowledge.
Black Rock?
Blackrock, right. That's correct. Let me
Well,
walk out.
there was Black Rock and there was a few other places now saying, oh, have we been here? There was like, was there Frostwind something that they mentioned as well?
There was
And
Frostwolf. Oh, that is that we'll find in the actual Draenor, which is where the maybe we could have gone there, because that's where these orcs are from.
yeah,
Just give
but
me
I also
1 second. Okay, found it.
yeah, but I also asked. I said, oh, was any of the zones that were from the movie in, you know, outside of the World of Warcraft base, and you said no.
Obviously the zone where the orcs are from, that would be those would be the zones like where we just were, but they're earlier versions. Like the Hellfire Peninsula, right now where we're at, it is from the it is in the movie.
I see.
But you saw how Hellfire Peninsula became fucked up, essentially. So that was the place. We're gonna go into Burning Steppes, which are northeast. So it's a region to the east. Yes.
Okay, and you can't teleport around, so the best way to do it is to go to Stormwind and then fly around. Is that right?
Yes. Yes.
That's why we're flying.
Yeah.
I'm just heading northeast, by the way.
There's no
I'm
good
guessing-
way to essentially go around except for for flying, which gives it a feeling of a real world, right?
Do you see me?
Yes.
You do see me. And we're gonna go over the mountains, yeah?
Yes.
I'm not gonna lie, I really love that you can be in a city, fly over the city, and just keep flying over these mountains and then keep going up to these zones. Like there's a little cool house just over here. Like you're gonna see me floating down, probably, yeah, you'll see me there. There's a little cool house just over the mountain here.
Uh-huh.
Just one little hut, cool.
There's probably some sort of story.
Yeah, there's a lake there or something. It's kind of nice. So we're heading to the Burning Steppes, is that right?
Yes.
Oh, is it like a volcano?
Yes.
Oh, it's very red. Oh my god, it's just glowing now.
And
Red Ridge Mountains was south of us, but we went there early, didn't we?
Blackrock Mountains would be right there where the raid is, where you're going. So that would be was it called Red Ridge?
No, it's just popped up Black Rock Mountain, yeah.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
It's just that obviously I haven't uncovered the map, so I don't know where's what.
Mm-hmm.
So this is Black Rock Mountain. I see. So this is where that fight took place.
Yes, I just don't know the exact location that was in the movie. I don't know if they exactly recreated it, like the passage. I can try and look around the map since I have it uncovered. It could be that it does lead to the Red Ridge Mountains. So let's go to the southeast a little bit where you're going.
Okay. Yeah,
And check out that road where Morgan's Vigil is. Just before that, there should be a little road.
Who is this?
That,
Don't know who it is. It looks like he's got horns, but it's not his hair.
well, it's definitely Alliance, but I mean, it could be, could be the king, could be.
I'm sure if you quest this area, they'll tell us, won't they?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Actually, I've never quested here, so.
Yeah, and that's fine. I just didn't know if you knew by the looks of because it was quite a detailed statue. If you knew who it was.
No, unfortunately, I haven't quested here. What we're gonna try to do. Are you okay?
I'm just sneezing.
What we'll try to do is let's try to go straight here and then take a right. The Valley of Ashes, that's fine. So if I was to guess.
Morgan's Vigil. I see it now popping up on my map.
Could be
Oh,
something like this, but I don't think so because this
maybe.
looks like an
What?
entrance to an establishment. Let's go here
Yeah, and it
to the other
also has
side.
like, the lava on the floor, which I don't remember
Yeah,
recall
no, no,
seeing.
no.
Yeah. I wonder if there's a video out there on World of Warcraft, sorry, on YouTube, showing World of Warcraft, movie placements to where things are. When you think about it.
It could be, but I would say that this would be more likely.
Could be. This is leading to the next zone, which is Red Ridge Mountain.
I would say if I had to pick a single location where it happened, it would be here.
Something like here with all the big tall
Yes, like
mountains in
if I had to
between.
pick and choose where Medivh stood, it would probably be
Also,
it would probably be here, for example.
yeah,
If I
that's a
had
good
to
a good
if I had
shout.
to
Yeah.
pick one, I would say that he stood right here, maybe. And that this is
Hmm.
where it happened. This would be my guess. I think
It's
it's a
quite
pretty
cool.
good guess.
Do you think it's pretty cool to see that?
I think so. I
It's
mean,
cool,
it
isn't
might
it?
not be. I don't know exactly
Oh,
where it is,
no.
but this would be
Oh,
my.
yeah, I might not know the exact locations. It's totally fine. It's just that, after watching the movie and nerding out a little bit, it's good to just see where things took place.
Right?
Oh, yeah, I told you about it. You said it was been Warlords of Draenor, so that's fine. I can't remember all the names because there was obviously a lot of names said, and I only hear them once.
Mm-hmm.
So,
And you'll notice, since these are very old zones, if you go up, like all the way up, you'll see very, very, very simple textures. Like if you look from the like bird's eye, you will see that mostly like the mountain textures, the floor textures and whatnot, they look very, very simple. They don't look very good. One of the reasons for that is because these regions were never meant to be flown
fine.
in. Yes, there was no flying back when this was made, and this doesn't look the way it does from the ground. Like when you're on the ground, obviously it looks a lot better, but you can see that there's a lot of repeated textures in the old zones. Later on they do work on it, but the further you go, you'll see that it looks kind of like in The Sims, like bird's eye, like the way these.
It's a ridiculous amount of height you can get
Oh,
to.
you can go really, really high here. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm still going up. If you look up, you'll see me.
yeah.
But if you look up, you'll actually see I'm
Is this
directly like
different to Final Fantasy 14, right?
extremely. Oh my god! Like, from
Feels
here,
like a
I mean,
world, right? But at some
yeah.
point, it's like your mount will start going. "Arr, arr."
Oh, Kalimdor is where Orgrimmar is. Then that's obviously quite far away. Broken Isles, Dragon Isles. Oh god! Just the fact that I can just fly to Pandaria or Dragon Isles is kind of crazy to me.
You couldn't technically because there
Oh,
is
you
such a
can't.
thing as a fatigue, right? So fatigue would kill you at some point. Um,
Fatigue.
yeah, like as you start going into the water territory where you're not meant to be, you start getting fatigued.
It's
Okay, I
actually
think this is
ridiculous
it.
how
I
high.
think this is as high as we can go.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it is.
but it's kind
That's
of cool, isn't
madness.
it?
Yeah, I never knew how high you could fly in here.
Yeah, and then you can just go around and fly, and it actually feels like you're flying all over the world, right? It's kind of
I
cool.
mean, literally, yeah.
Kind of
Well,
reminds you of that FF7 mod, right?
yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Do you still uncover things? Yeah, you do. Tower of Ilgalar.
Yeah. It's kind of nice.
It's kind of satisfying uncovering the maps of the zones as well.
And there's achievements for that also, so you can
Yeah,
always
like 14.
yeah. I'm gonna have to let my doggo out soon, so
Yeah, no worries. Stonewatch.
we actually have not
I'm
seen Ironforge, so I'm thinking maybe we can go there. I think it would make sense if you want to.
Yeah, I'm also looking at some other zones that I may remember from back when I leveled a little bit of Alliance. I do remember, I don't know why I was that high up, but I do remember being in Hillsbad Foothills for a while. I don't know what I was doing there or if I remember what it looks like and stuff, but I do remember that, but that's quite quite way to the north. And I do remember being in the wetlands, I think, for a little while. But yeah, and there's also the Loch Madan. And but where's Ironforge on the map, V?
So for Ironforge, we are going to have to, and excuse me, as my knowledge of the map is a little rusty.
That's all right.
Still, I am.
Oh, Badlands.
Normally, I would never really like traverse to Ironforge. As do you want to take the train actually to Ironforge?
It's in Stormwind, isn't it?
Yeah, let's go back to Stormwind because I want to take you to the train station. There's a train station in WoW, and that's something that I haven't shown you. So let's do that.
Ironically, I do think I'm gonna fly a bit lower if that's okay, just so I can actually see the world, because I don't want to see, these low textures while I'm really high up. So I'm actually flying a little bit lower, so I might be flying a little bit slower than you.
I'm trying to go down as well.
That's a lot of water. Oh, that is the Lake Ridge Highway. Okay. Just kind of getting my bearings a little bit of the world in a little bit.
It is quite beautiful.
What are you? You're flying. Snarl flare even. Snare flare. I do see a light shining. Oh, it's a wanted poster or something. Do you see it? It's on your... I can't see where you are, but it's on the...
No.
It's like... Can I put the marker down? No, I can't.
Don't know what you're...
If you follow me...
See, I am following you.
No,
oh, like a quest item? Oh, yeah.
Wanted posters.
Oh, yeah, I can see it. Yeah.
It's like they were glowing from such a distance. I could see them when I was high up.
That's right, actually. That's kind of funny.
We're heading the right way.
We're gonna have to go.
Oh, we are, yeah.
Yeah, so we want to go to Stormwind.
Oh, so Stormwind's on the... So I'm still trying to catch my bearings of the world. I see. So Stormwind is west of the Eastern Kingdoms, essentially.
Yes.
Ah, right. Interesting. You'd have thought it would be east on the Eastern Kingdoms because that'd sound cooler, but... I don't see the... Are we in Elwyn Forest now?
Yes.
Okay.
So what we want to do is we want to go into this is like a region in the in Stormwind, and I do believe that we'll find the tram in the Dwarven district. Because that is technically where the dwarves are supposed to, be coming from if they're coming on a tram or a train.
Yeah.
And it's essentially like an underground train that connects Stormwind and Ironforge, and I think it's a cooler way to get there. So hopefully, you'll excuse me for a little bit of a detour. I hope. I don't know if you've ever been.
If you've taken a detour, let me know. Where am I going? Because
no, we're going to the Dwarven district in Stormwind.
You mean?
No, we're going into Stormwind.
Yeah.
And we're going to the Dwarven district.
Yeah, but you said detour, so.
Well, that's the detour. That's the detour.
Oh,
like
okay.
we could just fly to Ironforge, but I think this is more fun.
I've actually been by train.
Oh, okay.
But 5 years ago, so this will be interesting for me again, because I think that's how I actually went to Ironforge once before, and I think I remember that was... What is a rumble foil bag?
Don't know.
It's on my radar, like it's behind me.
Yeah, that's
I mean, it's fine.
It's right here. You can open it. I got a rumble foil from it. I don't know what that is. Bring to a Warcraft rumble machine to gain a new mini look. Is that... Oh. Oh, is that from the Like, do you know, like, there's that game now? It's called Warcraft Rumble, like World of Warcraft Rumble. It's like a strategy game that they have going on now. It's been out for a few years, but nobody really gives a shit about it. So,
Okay.
in essence, there's I think that there's like a few additions in World of Warcraft itself where they promote the game or something like that. So I think that's quite new. Now I'm trying to remember where the train is.
It's just the Dwarven district.
Uh,
Oh no, Dwarven district's a little bit up. Yeah, it's a lot. It's more like northwestish.
yes,
A
I
little bit
just
more down
it's
here.
quite
Yeah, there it is.
interesting how I'm trying to take you somewhere where I have no recollection where I need to go. There we go. I think this will be a loading screen for you.
It is indeed a loading screen with a
Yes,
dwarf on my
yes,
screen.
on
Yes,
my
I'm
face.
still
Yeah.
loading. Oh, that was a fast load. Okay.
So what we want to do is wait for the train.
And this is where we grab the train. Okay. What is this? Withers? Oh, it's your companion. I was like, what is this
Yeah,
following you?
Mr. Withers. Yeah. Did you
Yeah.
despawn yours? I think we
Yeah,
can
I
go
think I did.
there. I think we can go to the other one if we hurry. Wait.
In before V goes without me.
Oh God, no! I'm so sorry. I can try to get off. I can't. The game won't let me. I am so sorry. That's how you left me in Rotterdam.
What did I just say? Are you really going there? Are you really going
Well, we
there?
both went there, and then
No,
we
no,
came back.
no. Are you really going there with saying that right now?
I'm so
I'm
sorry.
gonna sit down like a lonesome on the bench and wait now. I'm just sat here with my hat on. Can't believe you ditched me.
I didn't ditch you.
I said in before, the minute I jump on it, it takes off without me, and it did, and I was like, oh, they're there. I hope
Well,
this
I will
goes
sit here on this
I hope
train
this goes the right
station and
way,
I
by the
will
way.
wait for you.
I hope this
Where
goes
else?
the right way,
Oh
by
my
the
God,
way.
there's rats all around me. Hurry up.
Oh, sorry, you want me to hurry? Well, if you didn't ditch me,
There's also a rat extermination specialist standing right here, so maybe I should talk to him.
should have recorded it. Should have recorded it.
Should have recorded what? You realize I'm still recording, right?
No, I should have recorded mine.
Ah, I see.
Where am I on the map? I'm not
Are
moving,
you
am I?
coming back at all?
Am I coming back? Well, I've never been here before.
You said you
So
were.
do you mean, am I arriving? Is that what you're asking?
Well, you
Am
said
I
that at
on the
one point
way?
you were there in
Yes,
Ironforge. So are you
five,
coming back to
five,
Ironforge?
5 years ago, I made a visit here. Yes, V, I
So are
did.
you coming back to
I don't know. I'm
Ironforge?
still on the journey. How long do I had to wait for the next train? You'll have to just sit and wait.
Well, I just saw a train. You must be on it, right? There we go.
You can see a star symbol, actually.
Yes, actually. Oh God. Hello, this is Ironforge. This is where we met those dwarves with the guns, if you remember.
Yeah.
This is currently where that brew festival is.
Not Vita's running off without me because I'm in the load
I'm not
screen.
running off without
Isn't-
you. I'm waiting for you.
Not even patient enough to wait for my.
You can mount here, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not
Okay.
impatient.
I'm not impatient, but you can mount here, by the way, in a city.
Yes. This is a big ass city.
Yeah, and I won't know my way around, then you're just gonna just fly off
I'm
and
waiting for you.
I'm following an NPC now. I don't even know why I saw another bird and started following it.
Well,
Down
follow
here.
my rusty bird. This is where we met that dwarf around here.
Oh, right at the beginning of the movie, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah.
When he had the gun
Yeah,
and
this
stuff,
the
wasn't it?
center of the, yeah, somewhere around here.
Oh, is it around here, I reckon? Oh, yeah, it was, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was like
Yeah.
lava and such, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And where else
Can't you-
would they be if not with the blacksmiths? I think it was here. Do I take damage from this?
Did you go this way, V? Look.
Doesn't look like I take damage. This is around the temperature that I take my baths in, so so I'm probably used to it. Look.
I'm going around the outside, around the outside, around the outside.
He's not looking. That's fine.
I saw what you were doing. You were dipping
Okay.
your mount in the lava.
Yes.
This girl here not thinking I'm paying
What?
attention.
To her?
Oh,
Are you?
I've just left Ironforge. I'm now outside.
Are you paying attention to the girl? How did you leave
That's-
Ironforge?
Gun Marog. Oh,
Not
this
me not
looks
knowing how to
gorgeous.
leave Ironforge.
I can't remember. Oh my God, I didn't even look at the map.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I never know how to leave here. But yeah, sometimes the best bet is to just follow the birds because the birds have their like ways of,
Their paths.
yeah. So normally they know how to get
Oh,
out
see you.
if you
Are
don't.
you?
I'm coming out.
Oh, you came out a different exit.
I'm trying to find an exit. I never know how to exit this place.
Are you still inside?
Yes.
Oh yeah, take a left here and you're fine.
Yes, thank you.
Nice zone, isn't it? I know you don't like snow, but I think it's gorgeous.
It's all
I think
right,
it's
yeah.
really, I think it's a really pretty zone with the trees and the snow and everything.
It is.
Was there somewhere nearby here that you wanted to show or something? I can't remember if you said.
I can't remember anything really. I think we pretty much saw everything that was in the movie. But if I remember anything else, I'll no, we'll just we'll go. I think that should be it.
Okay then.
I'm very happy we watched the movie today.
Shall we? Where shall we log out?
I think I'll just log out since we're very casually recording this, I guess.
Okay.
And I'll just log out here. And then next time
Okay,
we'll
in the
just go
air.
back to, yeah, in the air, and then we'll go back to Honor Hold next time.
Okay.
Thank you for watching the movie with me. Did you like it? What are your
I did.
thoughts?
I liked the movie a lot more than I thought because I actually was understanding a lot more of the story and characters a bit more. So I thought it was a lot of it was just way more fun. I don't know. It was just more fun because I didn't realize back in the day when I did watch it in 2019 or whatever it was, or 2020 or whatever it was, when I did watch the movie that that Orgrim was a reference to Orgrimmar. I didn't even click onto that, and Durotan, I didn't get that either. I didn't get who this woman was, the female orc. I didn't know any of that. I don't even know if I knew about. I just don't even know how much I followed it. I remember thinking it was okay. I don't remember thinking it was a bad movie at all. And I think I remember thinking I knew the premise of this portal and stuff like that, but not having any foggiest idea about what was going on. But I thoroughly enjoyed it, and it was kind of really, really cool to see the zones in game. It's actually really fun to see, like when you were like, oh, this is what Khadgar spell did, and you can see around this area here. It's really cool. Like all these little things are really important to me because the more references and visualizations I get of things that happened in the movie, because I've visually watched something happen, it grips me to invest me in the story a lot more. I definitely feel like I'm picking up on the lore a bit more, but there's just so much that I'm trying not to overwhelm myself either. So
Yeah, I don't think you should be looking to learn everything all at once. I, for one, am starting to be more aware of how much I know, because I think that I thought that I didn't know much, but now that I'm remembering like some of these characters and stories and whatnot, I'm actually really starting to enjoy like the old story again. And I'm kind of itching to go back and to listen to these audiobooks again to just kind of remind myself
Yeah, jogging
of
memory.
everything, yeah, and to be able to tell these stories better to you as well. So hopefully I'll be able to do that, and I can, I just kind of want to see it as, as something like a personal task for me to just kind of go and refresh my memory and be able to actually talk to you better about this. So hopefully I was at least of a little bit of help today.
It was, you were very much a help. Like, I'm very much invested in the places I've seen and the laws behind it. I know we dived accidentally into Draenor a little bit, and
That's okay.
I didn't really overly pay attention to a lot of what was going on. I was just flying around the zone, going, I have no idea what I'm looking at half the time anyway. But I did actually like the look of that one particular zone we flew through a little bit, and I'm really just me knowing the basics of me going, oh my god, is that fell? And me knowing that it's this green gooey stuff, like that's really important to me, and it's making me now see World of Warcraft zones a little bit differently now, because I'm rather than before I'm seeing these bright greens and these bright dark purple trees and all this kind of stuff. I mean, not knowing what the hell it is, seeing a bit of green on the floor, now I can go, oh, that's fell, or it's maybe it's corrupted, or it's pollution, or whatever. So it's really actually painting a picture of the kind of world that we might be diving into anyway. So we'll be diving into. So
I'm glad. And thank you
mm,
for exploring it with me. It means a
mm.
lot to me to have someone to re explore the game with and just kind of enjoy it casually, not just be like, okay, let's just max level and raid, because that's for me, that's not what WoW is
No, it's
about at
not
the end of
fun
the
for
day.
me either.
Yeah.
I don't want to just get up to like whatever the top level is and just start raiding. Like I do want to try out the War Within. I'm actually really excited to try out current content. And the beautiful thing about like the odd time I'm editing a video for you, or the odd time I'm watching you like maybe streaming a bit to me on Discord, I'm actually seeing a little bit. I'm seeing the zones, but I'm not getting the lore at all. I'm not overly trying to get overly attached to what you're saying, because I know you're reading the quests out. I just if anything, it just excites me to look forward to that in the future, but that might be
Hmm.
weeks, months from now, and it's fine. I definitely don't think we're going to be able to go through every single zone and do every single quest and follow every single story and read every single book and read every single audio book and read, but I think for me, what I'm going to end up doing, which may spoil myself because I do get invested quite a lot, is I may end up, rather than listening to audio books, because I don't know how well I'm going to receive listening to them, I may Google some characters and just wondering, like, what, like me asking these. One of the things that people always drill into me is I always ask these unimportant questions, like, what happened to Ogrim? Like, to me, it's important because I'm like, I thought it was a cool character. Like, all right, it's not as much limelight as a Duratan, but Ogrim looked like he, took his tusk from his brother, brother in arms, not actual brother, but brother in arms. I went off and said that this will be for your son. So now that we've now that we saw that son, Thrall, we I looked at him, and I'm not lying, I looked around his neck to see if he was wearing it as a design of a character design, and yeah, I couldn't see it, but I was a bit a bit sad because I was like, oh. But like these little things that are unimportant to some, they just matter to me because it matters to me to be invested.
Yeah, yeah, it does.
um,
It does. And, some of these things I've forgotten, and I just want to, I want to explore them with you. So, we'll find out together.
An easy way to know if I'm getting invested in the game or if I'm interested is if I'm picking up on names immediately. The fact that you told me Thrall once and I remember, and you actually reminded me, because like, I pointed his name out and then I went, oh, that's Thrall. You mentioned his, you went, that's the son. And I'm remembering that. Or you told me, you only said their name once to me, and you said, oh, that's hold on, I'm losing names. God, the name is just literally eluded me as I went to go and say the name. Medivh.
Mm-hmm.
So like you've said all these names once, and the fact that I'm remembering them the first time you tell me is a clear sign that I'm clearly being invested.
I'm
Or
glad.
like, or Black Rock or whatever. There was a black something else, I swear, that they
Black
mentioned in a
Hand?
bit.
Yes, the orc.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, Black Hand. So
That's the name of
is
the
that
clan. He's the leader of the Black Hand. Yeah.
oh so is that still a clan in the game?
Orcs do have clans, yes, and this is something that's explored in that expansion. So Warlords of Draenor, they go through,
Um,
through like the orc
it's
clans and everything. It's fun. It's really
it
fun.
has absolutely made me get invested more and more to creating a Horde character, just to learn
Uh huh.
the Horde lore a bit more. And low key, I wouldn't mind being my own little Duratan, and you to be my uh, my Drakkar, I guess, or maybe the female protagonist
Mm-hmm.
having a little badass girlfriend like that.
I think
I
you
think
should.
I think it'd be really cool to go through the zones and read up on a little bit about the lore about that. Because, like I said, when we were doing this, I've grown a bit of respect for like the orcs a little bit.
Hmm.
Like I understand that as a horde, you got as an alliance, you go, oh, the horde, yeah. But I actually kind of
No,
find like a little bit of respect for them because they're not all bad.
no, no,
That's
no.
the thing
There's a
about
lot of
the
honor
orcs.
in Horde, and there's also a lot of hypocrisy in Alliance. So, it's not like Alliance good and Horde bad. There's good and bad things in both
Yeah,
sides. It's just that the Horde will sometimes they will be presented as the bad guys. Although the Alliance itself, without any spoilers, it has some of the most vile villains that you'll ever meet. Like some people who actually just do awful, atrocious things that, nobody in
in
Horde would
alliance.
ever do. Yeah, there are things about the Alliance that I don't want to
Mm,
spoil to you, but one of the worst characters in the entire history of World of Warcraft comes from Alliance. So that's
really?
yeah, that's an interesting part of the lore. But maybe I'll send
Mm.
you a video so that you can like take a look at it and be like, you know,
Obviously, obviously not tonight, but we said
yeah,
that we would like to watch that 10-minute video or whatever.
yeah.
I don't know what other videos there are, but we can definitely react and watch them and discuss a little bit, and we'll make those separate videos as well.
Yeah, of course, of course.
I'd very much like to do that.
If we did end up publishing this, because like we're just impromptu recording this, for those of you who are still watching after like 3.5 hours, thank you for watching, and I really hope you enjoyed the movie with us as well. And sorry if I did have to end up cutting out some of the scenes because copyright and everything. Anyway, thank you so much for for sticking around with us. I hope you enjoyed the movie. Let me know in the comments if you did, if this was the first time that you watched it, or at least watched some of the highlights from it. If you've seen it before, if you love it, if you hate it, I would love to hear from you. If you're new to the channel here, make sure to subscribe and do leave a like on the video because, like it or not, this is a very good movie and we're good people, so leave us a like.
I actually have a question for anyone watching as well. Is did the World of Warcraft movie help you with being more invested in the world or the lore a little bit, or did it help in any way for you to enjoy World of Warcraft a little bit more, even just the base zones? Because I feel like that's a part of the game that I feel like a lot of people tend to neglect or not like as much. That's my vibe I'm getting. So yeah, do let us know.
Yeah, definitely. That's gonna be it from the two of us for tonight. It's actually past 2 in the morning, and it is time to go. Thank you again, and well, I'll see you next time. We'll see you next time. Have a good one, and bye bye.